Good morning. I was coming out to start the lawnmower yesterday, and I realized that it may have to have the valves adjusted, and it turns over, and the starter will not overcome the compression. So, I mean, that could be two different things. That could be my gasoline going down into the cylinder and having a hydro lock, but I don't think that's the case, because I don't have any fuel coming out of my exhaust. So this morning I was going to see if it does it again and show you what it looks like to have the valves not adjusted, and the starter trying to compensate for going through that compression stroke. So okay. There's the engine. Here we go. See, the starter does not have enough strength to go through that compression stroke, because I believe, and we'll check it, that the valves are not adjusted, and it will not go through it. After changing the oil in this, we're going to do a valve adjustment, and then we'll try starting it again, and we'll go from there. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like when the valves, I'm guessing that the valves aren't adjusted correctly, and the starter cannot overcompensate for that compression stroke. So here we are again, getting ready to take off the hood. I'm going to change the oil first, and then I'll come over here and adjust the valves. The hardest thing is going to find a place where I could place you so you can see. So let me figure that out and I'll get back. Alright, I think I got a place. So first of all, I got to drain the oil and then plug it back up and fill the oil back up. There's no oil filter on here, so we'll go from there. I'll just let it go. I got a pipe sticking out of here with mine here. Let's see if I can just see which one of these breaks loose first. Oh, there we go. That's good. So it looks like this elbow is going to come off, which is perfect. So the oil will come out of the pipe and out, go right into the can here. Sure nice to work with two hands instead of holding the camera and trying to do it with one. Starter was making some weird noises when I was trying to start it. This whole new assembly. For that matter, I might have put a whole new starter on it. I'm going to put you on pause because this is probably going to take about 10 minutes to drain. It's still pretty cold. Probably the high 30s right now, but the sun's coming down. It feels good. Actually, I was thinking, while it's draining, I could be checking on those valves, so let's do that. Now, I'm going to have to go get some rags before I take this off, because I don't want oil going everywhere again. Just try to eliminate as much oil getting on the muffler as possible so don't smoke any more than it needs to. Alrighty. Again, I'll probably put a link in this description for how to adjust the valves, but this will be a quick down and dirty refresher. Holy crap. This will be the exhaust, and it's really loose, and that's probably exactly why I didn't want to turn over. I need to get some torques. It looks like these are different sizes, and as soon as I figure that out, I'll turn you back on. So the adjustment nut's going to be a 10 millimeter, and I need to go see what that torque is for the middle so that we can unlock it. Okay. The Torx wrench is the same size as the other one we did. It's just the locking nut is different. It's a 10 millimeter. Now, I think what I'll do is I want to set this to top dead center again, and then I want to measure what it is now so we can see the difference. Okay, here goes my exhaust valve. That means the compression it's fired and it's gone down. Now it's on its way up and it's blowing all the exhaust out. Now the intake should come right after that. There it is right there. It's sucking in, the piston's going down, so it's sucking in air-fuel mixture. Now right here it's shut, and now we're in our compression stroke. So we're gonna go all the way right there to the top. That's where we need to be, because after that is when it fires and it goes back down. It goes in for 25, 26. But it doesn't go in for 28, so we're at, looks like 26 thousandths for the exhaust, which is, there's 26 again. It's still bigger than 26. Just must be doing it wrong. It's really close. Let me try 30. There's 30, and I can feel it rubbing on both sides. So let's go one more step up. There's 32. I think it's got to be. Sorry, that's the biggest one I got. 32 thousandths, and it still could go. Anyway, let's get this adjusted. My oil's dripping now, so by the time I'm done with this, we'll button it up and put some oil in. So we're gonna, if you remember, we're gonna grab 0.005 for 5 thousandths right here. We're going to, where'd it go? We're going to unlock the locking nut so I can adjust it. I don't know why I keep grabbing this, because I can probably do it by hand. Yep. And that is, damn it, it's just a little too tight. Perfect right there. foot there. Whew. Let's see. I don't know if I want to check this one. This is the most important one. This is the one that's doing your compression release, the exhaust. But this is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, 28 fits in there. So let's do the same thing with this one. Perfect. All right, so the valves are adjusted. Wipe off this sealing surface a little bit. I've had this tractor for a long time, 2016, and I've neglected that. This is the first time I've adjusted the valves on it. It's a good opportunity to make a video, so. Legs are asleep. Okay. Still pretty cold. The viscosity is making it pour like molasses, but it's not too bad. My legs are starting to tingle, waking up from sitting on the ground. Let's see where we are with that. little over, but not too much. Okay, let's see if it cranks over without going. Ugh. Okay, I've put oil in it, adjusted the valves. Let's see if it cranks over easier than it did this morning or earlier. Not a big issue at all. And that is the beauty of adjusting valves. When this is cranking over, when it's coming up on the compression stroke, the exhaust valve is open just a little bit, and so it just lets it push on through. That's cool. I gotta do it again. So, looks like it's charging. The stator's working correctly, and the magnets are doing their job, getting running a little bit of voltage back to this battery. The next thing we'll do is we'll probably end this one real quick and then start another one, and I'll be doing the deck again and adjusting the brakes and the clutch and getting it ready to be put away for the winter. It's kind of like a part 3, but it's just a follow-up on getting this one running. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe. Just hit that bell if you want to see when I'm releasing videos, so you get notified, and go ahead and like it. If you have comments, I answer. So far I've been able to answer all the comments I've got. If you have any inputs, I'd be happy to hear about them. In that case, until then, let's fix it with me, Chuck.